And we're here with a doctor who is a part of the OSG, not as a principal, but done enough and has principles. And so she's a member of OSG like me. I'm not a principal either. So can you introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Denise Beaujolais. If you want to look up my credentials, you're going to have to look up Dr. Hunter, but Dr. Denise Hunter. But Dr. Denise, everybody needs a acronym. That's what I go by. Dr. Denise Beaujolais. And I'm a medical doctor, internal medicine doctor, trained in with medical school in University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston.
Now, tell us about your relationship with OSG and how you became a part of it.
Yeah, Akbar Cook, Principal Akbar Cook, I think you already had an interview with him, right? Yeah. So I saw a segment where he was featured for having that, the laundry area in his school for the kids. And I saw it on Instagram, like, oh, I work with high school and college age students outside of my work as a physician. I have a company where we teach wellness to high school and college age youth. And so when I saw him, I reached out to him, like, this is inspiring. He was working with a group of kids that I enjoy. And I reached out to him and he's like, oh, I'm a member of this group of principals. You need to come on. And that's it. He introduced me and brought me into OSG.
And what made you want to stay with that principal?
I felt the love. I really did. I say it all the time in the OSG meetings, and I'm about to be a little teary about that. It actually filled something in my heart that I didn't even know was missing. It's just from ladies spinning the records in the beginning and us dancing and the information, learning about the educational system, seeing so many educated Black men and women that are really committed to seeing young people prosper and do well. I stayed. I had to. I even started giving health tips at the end.
Let's talk about that. So every Thursday, the OSG meets up, 120 principals around the world, and just talk about education. But at the end of everything, because health is a big part of it, it's sometimes not taught in the right way. There's always something to be said by you. Can you explain that and what that time is?
Yeah, it's wellness tidbits. Is that what? Yeah, wellness tidbits we call it. And it really is just at the end of each meeting, I just give a wellness tip. So just about eating, about exercising, about sleep, about stress management, whatever I feel inspired to talk about that day. Just really, the educators, they're giving so much. These principals give so much of themselves. And I feel that the least I could do for them welcoming me so openly into this forum that they have is just give something back to them, to teach them how to really take the best care of their body thing.
So on Tuesdays, we have somewhat of an entrepreneurial meetup where we talk about making dreams come true. And, being that we're teaching the children, we want to teach them, one way, which is to have a job and, what's traditional in the program, but, another way, an option. And that's where you make money off your dreams, and it's big money, and you have fun doing it. And as we were talking, one of your dreams is to have a television. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, actually, you challenged us to do a vision board. I'd never done a vision board in my life. And I did this vision board. Everything that I always imagined. And he really locked on to the fact that at some point I wanted to have a TV show for wellness for teens and just challenged me to make it happen. And actually, I did. There's a whole lot that happened in the interim, though.
Well, I gave you some advice and some direction and guidance.
And I followed it.
At first, you had a little anxiety.
I did.
But you dealt with it.
Yeah.
You moved forward. And now you're actually coming to LA with a TV show that's already done, produced, directed, and you're in. I'm looking forward to watching that. And can you give anyone any advice, as it relates to your experience or how to move forward for the trajectory of the evolution?
Yeah, the one thing, even a couple of things. One is you just never know where inspiration is going to come from. You never know who, like even as a physician, right? I didn't need like a lot of motivation to go to medical school, to study. Nobody was hovering over me to do these things. But like you said, when you're like, go ahead and make this TV show, I was hesitant, I'm not gonna lie, because I never seen that before. I don't know what that's about. So I honestly feel like, Dave, that God sent you. When God sends people with a message to you, be open to it and follow through. So that's the one advice: be open to where messages are coming from to speak life into you. Don't like, what are the odds of us meeting thing? Like
That's about 100%.
It's 100%. Yeah. Before it was like nothing.
Well, if someone were to know who you were truly and who I am truly, they'd be like, eventually you guys are gonna cross paths. It's just about how it went. So the odds of us crossing paths during the pandemic and you're in one coast and I'm in another, and the first time we actually meet is after you've already produced, made, and directed, and acted in a TV show. Those odds are probably pretty slim. But I guess we can lie.
We did it. That's right.
Really effortless.
Honestly, after I just felt that motivation, after I felt that, okay, Dave said to do it. I was motivated by your life. I watched, what's the hip hop documentary and how you started. I watched that with my husband, like, was it last fall or sometime during the pandemic? And I was just like, oh, this is how he's telling me to start is how he started. And look where it took him. I'm like, I'm going to do it. And I just really went forward not knowing anything about producing a show, writing a show. And from beginning to end, things just opened up for me because I was determined that it was going to happen. So that's the other advice I was going to tell people. Just really stay focused on whatever dream you want to accomplish. Like, go straight in, blinders on, you can do it. And I had a journal that I wrote in every day talking about every little step that I did towards accomplishing it. And it seems like every day things just kept opening in front of me. I met an editor's best friend in a park, just crazy stuff. The film crew that filmed everything for me, just met them randomly on Facebook. Just things just opened up like that.
Out of the eye, and they came back too.
Exactly.
They were pure and they recognized it.
Exactly.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you for motivating me.
Well, you put a calendar together, you stuck to it.
Yep.
You did it regardless, and you did it really it was like seamless, and it didn't seem too stressful, and it seemed like you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So how does it feel now to not only be a doctor, to be a producer and a director?
I love it. And, especially since, honestly, the message of the show, it's a show about wellness, specifically for high school and college age youth. It's designed to be entertaining, engaging, and educational at the same time, just teaching youth how to take care of their body. And to me, that's a segment of the population that a lot of wellness information is not focused on. So I'm super excited to have it done, just because this is something that's not out there, and this is something that is so needed, and it's just gonna give it a wider platform than just what I have right now. Super excited.
So Dennis has curated, these group of people, and trusted whoever down to. You stand up like Akbar stood up for you blindly. You know that you bring something to the table. What do you think about Dennis and his wife, Denise, and the whole family vibe that he's created?
Dennis, the visionary. It's the same kind of thing that he felt a calling. That's the word I'm going to use. He felt a calling to start this, and it has just blossomed, exploded into this humongous thing. I don't even think we could measure. How far-reaching his one decision to stay true to a dream, a thought, just a thought that occurred in his head. Right? It just started with a thought, and just by him honoring that, just by him honoring it, yeah.
great dream.
Yeah, and moving forward with it, it has. I mean, I don't even think we'll be able to measure the influence that it has had. I'm happy that he was obedient to his calling. That's the best I can say. That may be a total understatement, but I'm just totally overwhelmed and happy that he was obedient to his calling because of that. That's how we met. That's how you told me, you encouraged me to start the show. So many things. I met all these amazing people. It's far reaching. It's far reaching just by being obedient. I guess that's the third influence. Be obedient. Be obedient to the calling in your heart.
And along with this TV show, what are other dreams that you have? Because you knocked this out pretty fast.
It's funny. So along with that, it's just really motivated me to think bigger. And so last week, I actually met with a fellow like-minded person in Raleigh, and we are wanting to do the first annual wellness festival in Raleigh. We want to plan it for next year. We're just really at the preliminary, but it's made me unstoppable. Like anything so I want to do.
And you're fearless now.
Yeah. I thought I was fearless before then. I thought I was fearless before.
You are.
Well, okay.
Still are.
I still am.
Put more things, to knock down that most people would be scared of.
Yeah. It's
The unknown should never deter you from making those concerns.
Yeah, honestly, that is so true because that's exactly what I like. There's nothing I won't try now. No person I won't approach with an idea. Because I don't know, I think I was a little timid about certain things, even though I feel confident in my ability.
You have this strong technically.
Yeah.
It's still very strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just a humble strength.
I like that humble strength. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
And I look forward to everything that you're going to do.
Well, you'll be there watching it. You'll be there I consider you my mentor for life.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the fact that I don't speak on deaf ears.
No.
No way to show appreciation to actually showing it. And it's really good to see, again, when we were talking about doing it, honestly, I didn't have the expectation of you keeping your dates. And I did not think by this time you'd be showing something that's almost finished. So I'm really proud of that, and I want you to celebrate. And you're one of those people I think should be on there and celebrate because you feel this. Without having to tell everybody your actions speak louder than your words. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I think the world needs to see a strong, beautiful black woman do her thing. And be happy. I love you, smart.
Thank you. That's my superpower.
You're smart.
Yeah.
Definitely. Anything else you'd like to say? Tell me to find you.
Oh, yeah. You all can find me on Instagram at Dr.Dnice Beaugelin, BeauGelin, at Dr.Dnice Beaugelin on Instagram. And then you can always head over to my website, which is Wisdom Teethinger. So wisdom, wise, and teeth. WisdomTeethinger.com, right? Well, you got some emphasis on it. It's not a word that people used to hearing. It's not a word. Yeah, so WisdomTeethinger.com, and you can sign up for our newsletter to know when the show is coming out. There's actually, you get a free video just to sign up for our newsletter, and the video is about how to manage anxiety. So you can head over to wisdomteethinger.com and sign up for our newsletter so you can keep abreast of what we're doing whenever the releases are going to be, and of course get that video on anxiety, because that's another thing with this pandemic. The teenagers and young people specifically have really been having an increase in the amount of anxiety and depression. And
absolutely,
teenagers are my heart, and I really want to.
Most people were dying from suicide during the pandemic, and actually having that on suicide.
I didn't look at the stats, but I mean, a lot of people are. It is. It really is. Yeah.
Cool. So again, boss talk, real bosses, people ready to be celebrated. Humble and strong at the same time. OSG Summit, and this is just the beginning of a very, very bright, beautiful future. So look forward to it, but visualize it and be unapologetic about your truth. How?
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.